Let's talk about the history behind the rare but exciting battles between Batman and Superman. Why does DC Comics bring these two iconic heroes into conflict so rarely, and what makes those battles so memorable? In 1939, Superman became a cultural icon, created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. His success inspired DC to create a darker, more human hero, Batman, crafted by Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Unlike Superman, who symbolized hope and had superpowers, Batman was a traumatized man using intellect, money, and gadgets to fight crime. Though very different, both heroes gained massive popularity. Fans were eager to see them interact, but early comics like New York World's Fair Comics, 1940, kept their stories separate. It wasn't until Superman number 76 in 1952 that they teamed up, discovering each other's identities. This led to the world's finest series, which showcased joint adventures, but not fights. In the 1950s-60s, comics became lighter due to censorship. Batman turned campy, while Superman stayed consistent. The 1980s brought darker tones, culminating in The Dark Knight Returns, 1986, where an older Batman battles Superman in a gritty, iconic clash. This redefined superhero storytelling. Later stories like Hush, 2003, further explored their dynamic. In it, Batman outwits a mind-controlled Superman, highlighting his strategy over strength. These rare, meaningful conflicts kept their rivalry compelling and proved that when done right, Batman vs. Superman is more than a fight, it's a story about ideologies. Batman and Superman are two of the most famous superheroes in the world. They both fight for justice, but they are very different. Batman is a human with no superpowers, while Superman is an alien with incredible strength and abilities. Their differences often lead to debates about who would win in a fight. Fans have argued about this for years, and there are many reasons why both could win. Batman, also known as Bruce Wayne, is a billionaire who uses his intelligence, training, and technology to fight crime. He is a master detective, a skilled fighter, and has gadgets for every situation. His greatest strength is his mind. He plans ahead and always has a strategy. Batman knows how to exploit weaknesses, even in someone as powerful as Superman. He is also fearless and will do whatever it takes to win, even if it means using tricks or deception. Superman, also known as Clark Kent, is from the planet Krypton. He has super strength, speed, flight, heat vision, and near invulnerability. His only weakness is kryptonite, a radioactive mineral from his home planet. Superman is a symbol of hope and fights for truth and justice. He believes in doing the right thing and always tries to avoid unnecessary violence. Unlike Batman, Superman relies on his powers more than his mind, though he is also intelligent. If Batman and Superman were to fight, Batman would have to use his intelligence and resources to stand a chance. He knows Superman's weakness and would likely use kryptonite to level the playing field. Batman has created weapons like kryptonite gas, kryptonite bullets, and even a suit designed to fight Superman. He would study Superman's moves and find a way to outsmart him. Batman's determination and willingness to do whatever it takes could give him the edge. On the other hand, Superman is much faster and stronger. If he wanted to, he could defeat Batman in seconds. Superman could fly at super speed and knock Batman out before he could react. He could use his heat vision from a distance or freeze Batman with his breath. However, Superman's biggest weakness is his morals. He doesn't like to hurt people, especially someone like Batman, who is technically a good guy. This hesitation could give Batman the time he needs to strike. Another factor is their personalities. Batman is darker and more ruthless. He doesn't trust anyone, not even other heroes. He sees Superman as a potential threat because of his immense power. Superman, however, believes in teamwork and trust. He would try to reason with Batman before fighting. This difference in attitude could play a big role in who wins. Batman's willingness to go further could make him more dangerous in a fight. In many comic book stories, Batman and Superman have fought, and the results vary. Sometimes Batman wins by using his gadgets and strategy. Other times, Superman proves that his powers are too much for Batman to handle. The outcome often depends on the situation. If Batman has time to prepare, he can defeat Superman. But if Superman acts fast and doesn't hold back, he would likely win. The debate will never truly end because both characters have their strengths. Batman represents human potential, what a person can achieve with enough willpower and intelligence. Superman represents the ideal of unlimited power used for good. Their clash is not just about who is stronger, but about two different ways of seeing the world. Batman sees danger and prepares for the worst. Superman sees hope and tries to inspire others. Batman and Superman's rivalry goes beyond just physical strength. It is also about their different views on justice. Batman operates in the shadows, using fear to stop criminals. He doesn't trust the system, so he takes matters into his own hands. Superman, on the other hand, works in the light. He believes in the good in people and follows a strict moral code. He doesn't kill, and he always tries to find peaceful solutions. This difference in their methods often causes conflict between them. Another key difference is their origins. Batman became a hero because of tragedy. As a child, he watched his parents die, and that pain drove him to fight crime. His anger and grief make him relentless. Superman, however, was raised by kind farmers who taught him to use his powers responsibly. He fights for justice not out of revenge, but because it's the right thing to do. This makes Superman more optimistic, while Batman is more cynical. If they fought, the environment would matter a lot. In a city like Gotham, Batman would have the advantage. He knows every alley and rooftop, and he could set traps for Superman. But in an open area, Superman's speed and flight would make it nearly impossible for Batman to escape or surprise him. Batman would need to control the battlefield to stand a chance. In 2003, DC Comics released a powerful and thought-provoking story titled Tower of Babel. This wasn't a traditional showdown between Batman and Superman, but it shook the Justice League to its core, and showed just how far Batman is willing to go. In this storyline, Batman secretly creates detailed contingency plans to defeat every member of the Justice League. His reasoning? He wants to be ready if any of them ever go rogue or are mind-controlled. These plans include weaknesses, attack strategies, and custom-made weapons designed to neutralize his teammates. Batman never intended to use them, unless absolutely necessary. But the problem was, someone else got their hands on them. That someone was Ra's al Ghul, one of Batman's most dangerous enemies. Ra's steals the plans and weaponizes them against the League, catching him completely off guard. Each hero is attacked in a way perfectly tailored to their unique powers and weaknesses. Superman's case is especially brutal. Batman had created a special form of red kryptonite that alters how Superman absorbs solar energy. The red kryptonite makes Superman's skin transparent, exposing his entire nervous system directly to the sun's rays. The effect is devastating. Superman's powers go haywire. His strength, speed, and senses overload, making him unstable, in pain, and dangerous to those around him. It takes everything the League has to recover and regroup. When the dust settles, the Justice League demands answers. They're stunned to find out that the threat didn't just come from Ra's al Ghul, it originated from Batman's own files. The man they trusted had planned for their defeat. While Batman argues that his precautions were necessary, the damage to his relationships is done. The story exposes the tension between trust and control, especially in a team of superpowered individuals. Tower of Babel marked a turning point. It proved that Batman, despite being human, could take down gods, because of his intellect, strategy, and sheer preparedness. It also reignited the idea that Batman and Superman might not always see eye to eye. After this storyline, DC toned down the actual physical fights between Batman and Superman. While they still appeared in stories like Public Enemies, Smoke and Mirrors, and A Handful of Dust, these tales didn't center on them fighting each other. Instead, their conflicts were more about tension and ideology. They'd get close to battling, but usually stopped before it went too far. That changed again in 2011, when DC launched the New 52 reboot. This event reset the entire DC universe, introducing younger, less experienced versions of its heroes. In this continuity, Batman and Superman meet for the first time as young, brash individuals still figuring out who they are. Their early interactions in the Justice League comics involve short, intense fights. But these aren't out of hatred. Instead, they fight out of curiosity and misunderstanding. Both heroes want to test the other's strength. The battles end quickly and with mutual respect, showing how even their conflicts are rooted in learning and growth. This has always been the heart of the Batman vs. Superman dynamic. Whether they clash because of mind control, government orders, or personal beliefs, it always circles back to mutual respect. They may be opposites, light and dark, alien and human, but they complement each other. And despite their differences, they're allies first. DC doesn't overuse this rivalry. If Batman and Superman fought every month, it would lose its impact. But because it happens so rarely, every new confrontation feels like an event. Fans rush to see the reason behind the latest fight. Will Batman win again? What caused the rift this time? Each new battle adds another chapter to their long, complicated friendship. And that's why, whenever Batman and Superman do fight, it's more than just fists and gadgets, it's storytelling at its finest. Their clash will always be one of the most iconic face-offs in comic book history.